The intro to Enter Sandman, it's a bit like the intro to Crazy Train. It's just something good to noodle around with. You're going to be stuck to basically the lower three strings, um, and you're going to be starting off with like a reverse power chord, a power chord for a D, right power chord on your A and your D string would be the fifth and the seventh fret. We're going to do the seventh and the fifth fret. So your fingers need to stand a little taller so that they can ring out. This, right, you can lay your finger across and it doesn't matter. But when you do this one, you got to stand your fingers up a bit taller. And we're going to play the three strings in order. And it's going to be and then right we're gonna do the sixth fret to the fifth fret on the E string. Grab the A string for one strum and start over. And keep it nice and slow in the beginning. E, A, D, E, E, A, E, A, D, E, E, A, E, A, D, A, E. See if I can get that in there better. Okay, so they go through that a bunch of times in the intro. And the meat of that right hand is hanging out just on the strings over here. So I can settle it back a little bit, make it more stunted. It's not singing. They're not all necessarily playing out wonderfully. I'm getting a little bit of a stunt to it. And I think they even use that to open up when he says boom or whatever, to bring it out to full volume. So once you do enough of those to carry you through, I don't know, they've got to do 20 of them, maybe 24 of them. Then it's going to drop, and it's going to be a G power chord, your third and your fifth fret there on the E and the A string. Take your pointy finger off and strike it again. That gives you that E in the bass. Land onto an F sharp power chord. Off, on, slide up to the G, back to the F sharp power chord, E. Whoops. So you can hear how that gives you the idea that you've got three chords, but you're just moving to that one. Okay. And you know that's like the end of a sentence. They're saying something. They're up here. Right there. Now they're going to move into their, and that's just, it's a muted down, and with most electric guitar, you've got to have, some ability to just, we call that a chug E. The blues stuff has, where you're doing your, plucking up here or whatever, but you're carrying your bass in the blues. Of course, it won't work with a electric guitar, but electric guitar and metal and stuff have the chuggy, and that's a lot of mute on there, so you get the individual hits instead of this big amount of noise. So they I think it's 8. I think I've got too much of that ringing through. And you're I'm trying to remember. So I don't even know how I'm getting that different. I guess I'm doing an E versus maybe the E, A, and D. But they have a different hit on the first and the second run of it, or the first and second beat. Now that's obviously accentuated a lot, but so yeah, that would be 8. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. And they throw the slide in up on the A string up to the 7th fret. And then they finally will break into the and with the same end of the sentence. So that ends up being a slide up to the 7th fret of the A string. If you use your ring finger, right? Then you can do your 5, 6 on your E nice and easy. Whoops. I think that I usually just play this. I don't teach this, so I'm actually learning what I do as I talk to you. I slide up to the 7th fret with my pointy finger. I let off and do one open A, really, really muted, not a whole lot there. And that gives me the ability to get my ring finger onto the 7th fret of the A string, middle finger on the 6th fret of the E string, pointy finger on the 5th fret of the E string. Um, and then right the whoops. And so those three bits will carry you through, believe it or not, most of the song. If doing that interests you, if it's in your ballpark right now, um, if that's in your ballpark right now, uh, we can work that song out further and deeper. I think it'll be interesting. My brain is imagining you kicked back in your chair, going out of your mind because you can't go out and physically do a whole lot. So maybe this will be something to occupy your time. Um, I'm going to put together that little tapping video too, just something to diddle with. Anyhow, obviously, Enter Sandman, um, and the speed's pretty intense. But once you get the moves, they're not that complicated. They settle into memory pretty easily, and it's just being able to maintain a groove with it. Let me know if you have any questions.